everybody. Today we did, well, I built this a while ago, but we have the C8 Corvette Z06 here. We made a drift car out of it. So anyway, to give you guys a rundown on what we're doing today, I'm going to show you guys what it can do. We're going to run it down the mountain. And after that, I'm going to head on over to the Horizon Festival, give you guys a rundown on the build and tune. So yeah, let's go ahead and show you what it can do. Gonna kind of get it up to speed here before we get into the zone. A little bit wide there, but that's fine. So if you guys are wondering what I'm doing here as far as the e-brake, so when the car starts to like straighten out a bit, what I'm doing is spiking the RPMs to kind of regain control of the angle and get it to either like increase angle or, like, if I'm getting close to spinning out, reducing angle. And so that RPM spike, as I said, gives me more control. But I have two options as far as doing that. I can downshift, or I can rip the handbrake. And downshifting can cause me to spin out or just flat out straighten out. So it's definitely the riskier of the two, where the handbrake, I mean, yeah, it can also cause me to straighten out or spin out, but it's definitely a lot less likely to happen. Looks like we're putting up a pretty decent score here. $978,000. I mean, it's not quite a million, but I feel like if I had done a practice run or two before recording this, I probably could have got that million. But hey, it's alright, it's whatever. We got close, we got close. That's all that matters. Now that we're here at the festival, I am not searching the auction house. Let's go over the build and tune. So for the build, stock engine, all-wheel drive swap, and let's go ahead and strap a supercharger on there. Get a little supercharger. That's why it was whining like crazy. For aero, you can do what you want. I personally left it all stock. That Forza aero is horrendous. Moving into the tire compound, you want to do drift tires. 285mm front tires. For the wheels, go ahead and put whatever you want on there. I have, what are these? These are HREs. So under the multi-piece rim style, they're the HRE 305s. Then for the track width, you want to do the second upgraded track width, which is this one right here. Can't speak today, guys. We have the max upgraded track width in the rear. Race 7-speed transmission. Race driveline. Race differential. Why is that race? It should be drift. Drift differential. That's probably why. That kind of explains a little bit as far as why I had to spike the RPM so much. I mean, doing it in certain spots, sure, but it definitely did it a little off in there. So it should drive better now for you guys. Anyway, so drift suspension, race anti-roll bars, front and rear, race weight reduction, no roll cage. Moving on to the engine, we have the race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race engine block. Sometimes I read it instead of like saying what it is. Race valves, race exhaust, race intercooler, race oil and cooling, and race flywheel. Moving. My controller is not disconnected. Okay, there we go. Moving on over to the tune. Tire pressure 30/30 front and back. Gearing 2.20 final drive, leave the rest stock. Alignment for the camber, you want -4.5 in the front, -1.0 in the rear. Sorry guys, I'm a little stuffy. Hate this time of year. Congested. Then for the toe, on the front you want +2.6 out. For the rear you want it zeroed out. Front caster angle of 7.0. Anti-roll bars, you want 12.8 in the front, 13.4 in the rear. Springs, in the front you want 450.1. Rear you want 534.1. Ride height you want 4.8 in the front, 4.5 in the rear. For damping, the rebound you want 5.7 in the front, 5.9 in the rear. For your bump, you want 2.5 in the front, 2.7 in the rear. Aero, if you have it, leave it stock. Braking, 100% balance towards the front. 102% pressure. The differential, that should be, now that I have changed it to the proper drift one. 30% acceleration, 0% deceleration in the front, and for the rear you want 100% acceleration, 3% deceleration. A center balance of 75% towards the rear. Yeah, that should definitely be a lot more helpful for you guys. I wish I would have caught that sooner than when I started recording. But I don't like doing things in more than one take if I don't have to. It was an easy fix that we made mid-video. So what we can do here, we're just gonna do a little drifting around the festival. Kind of have to get it up to speed first. Every time the RPM spike right there like that isn't always the e-brake. Sometimes it's the tires losing grip. If you really like pay attention, you can tell the difference between the tires braking, downshifting. Well, downshifting's obvious because, I mean, the number changes in the speedometer, but Man, that's what I get for trying to do something stupid. Alright, we're gonna try it again, guys. Hopefully we don't hit anything this time. You know what? That's acceptable. That's a drift tap right there. It didn't break my skill streak. So anyway, with at this point, we're gonna let's do some donuts. I'm gonna end it off with some donuts. Just need it to like lose grip. There we go. It's definitely easier to drift after it switched up the differential. Didn't realize that it wasn't drift before. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next video, and it's all for me today.